Hi, today we're talking about the bully. Now, the bully might be someone who you find in the workplace, at school. They might even be someone you're in a relationship with. Okay, so we're going to talk about a few things that we can do to help us if we're dealing with a bully. Hi. My name's Catherine, and yes, I have too had experiences with bullies in my life, and it's very damaging, in fact. And I just want to give you a few things to be thinking about that you could use if you are coming in contact with a bully. So first of all, the bully, the bully is bullying you. If it's at the workplace or at school, the bully is bullying you specifically because there's something about you that they are envious of. There's some great thing that you either do, or how you look, or how you speak, or how you dress, and they don't have that and they want it, and that makes them feel inadequate. So when you are near the bully, you are simply reflecting back to them their own inadequacies, that you're showing them the things that they don't have about themselves that they want, okay? And that makes the bully angry, yeah? And so the bully is angry, and now, because they're cross with you for possessing this great quality that they don't have, they're going to try and hurt you, right? There's a saying, hurt people hurt. Okay, now they're going to try and cause you the same pain that they feel inside because they don't possess the quality that you have. So for example, if you're at school, and you often see this, you read about children who've been bullied, and the children who've been bullied are like the most smartest, beautiful children. Yeah, and as an adult, you can see what an amazing child this is. And the bully can see that too. And that's why they've targeted this child. Yeah, but if you're the child being bullied, it's really hard to see that. And you believe the horrible, horrible things that the bully is saying to you. Okay? But it's not true. And if you're in the workplace, more than likely, your presence, your skills at your job is threatening the people around you, okay? And so the workplace bully is simply threatened because they feel that you're going to show them up. And if you're being bullied at home, well, unfortunately, bullies are bullies, and that's just who they are, and their own insecurities will be heightened in a relationship, and you will be bearing the brunt of that. So how do we react to a bully? Because actually we can't avoid the bully. So what can we do? Well, we know they're hurting us, and they're doing that on purpose, and they will choose the nastiest, most awful words. They will try and intimidate you with their body language, the way they stand. Yes, everything they do is intimidation. So what do you have to learn to do? Well, you have to learn to react differently. Because the thing that gives the bully great satisfaction is either seeing you fight back Because when you fight back, you're emotional. You may be shouting or crying or whatever, but you're in an emotional state, okay? The bully loves that, yeah? And if you aren't fighting back, and if you're quiet, but you're looking wounded, yes? So you're looking hurt by what the bully has said, they love that too, because they have seen the effect of their behavior and they've hurt you, and that's what they want to do. Now, what you have to do is you have to get your power back. You can't give your power to this really terrible person, yeah? They're just hugely insecure. They're very unsure of themselves, okay? And they are trying to disempower you to make themselves feel better. So what you have to do is you have to regain control. And you do this by understanding that whatever they say to you is not real. Yeah? They will try and hurt you with the most vicious language. But you mustn't take the bait, okay? And also you must learn to develop a poker face, yeah? A face that's not wounded. I'm not saying that it's easy, and it's hard to hear when someone is attacking you. It is hard, and I know that. But the thing is the more times that we react either in anger or upset or looking hurt, the more times we are feeding that bully. We're just giving them more power, okay? So, I'm sorry, excuse me. Okay, so how do we react? Well, you might find it difficult not to react. I know that I have always found it difficult to not react to a bully. How I used to react was very emotional, and because I have such a deep sense of injustice, I felt very compelled to right the wrongs, yeah? But actually this is not helping you, because ultimately what we're trying to do is we're not feeding the bully and we're helping you, yeah? Doing all that might feel good in that moment, but actually it's not helping you at all. So what you have to do is you have to not react emotionally in any way to what they're saying to you. And remember that when you're not reacting emotionally in any way to what they're saying to you, they're going to try and turn that knife deeper. Yeah, because now they're getting upset. Now they're thinking, hang on a minute, they're not reacting. Okay, so they're going to try and dig it in deeper. Yes, so be prepared for that. They're going to go to a whole other level of nastiness, but you are prepared, okay? So you're not going to react at all. You are going to become so unbothered. Yeah? You're just going to be like, oh, right? You can react a little bit, like you can go, they might say something really awful to you, you go, yeah, oh, right, okay. Okay, you just like, as if they're just sort of you've got to react to them like it's the most boring thing you've ever heard. Yeah? Okay? And if you are someone who finds it really hard not to say anything, if you do want to say something, your best way of reacting to them verbally is, so if they say something like to you, like, for example, oh, you look really ugly, just reflect back to them what they just said. You look really ugly. And laugh. You look really ugly. And just reflect. Just everything they say to you, you say back to them. Yeah? What do you think you're doing? What do you think you're doing? Yeah? That will really rile them up. Okay? Yeah? Or you could say, they might say to you, you are such an idiot. Yeah, that's right, I'm an idiot. Because you are showing them that their opinion does not matter. And that is so important. What you are doing by changing how you react to them, you are stopping feeding their power. Yes? So your anger, your emotions, your looks of being wounded, that was all feeding their power, yeah, making them feel important. But by either being silent, yeah, so just literally completely ignoring them, like they don't even exist, yeah, or just sort of mildly acknowledging what they're saying, but like as if they've just said the most boring thing to you in the world. So like, oh yeah, and you're looking at your fingernails, a bit of dirt, and you, oh right, okay, yeah. Or you reflecting back everything that they say to you, yeah. You think you're so special, don't you? You think you're so special, don't you? Yeah. Okay. Or you're such an idiot. Oh yeah, I'm such an idiot. That is all you do. Yeah? Okay? And you might have to practice this at home. Yeah? Get used to, because you're a nice person, you're a kind person, you're an empathetic person. You're a great person, okay? Yeah? They wish that they could be like you, okay? So actually, it's not in your nature, it's not in your makeup to react coldly, yes? But you have to, because by reacting coldly and just like you don't care, immediately you're cutting off their life source of power. And eventually, because they, like I said, they will then try again and come back stronger and nastier and meaner, but you still not going to let it bother you, yeah? Eventually, they will get so bored because they will realise that whatever they say or do, you don't care. And that will really destabilise them. They won't know what to do then, because up until now, you've cared, but now you don't care. They won't know what to do with that. And they will actually then go off and find another victim who does give them all that emotional reaction. Okay? So that is the best way to deal with a bully. And if you are being bullied, yes, in whatever way, just remember that everything the bully says is nothing to do with you. You are great. And that is why they are picking on you. They are picking on you because of your greatness and their inadequacies. Okay, please do like, comment, subscribe, come and join us, because we are creating a world where we are learning all the techniques to have our best life, to walk into our greatness, to face that shadow side and become whole and secure and knowing our self-worth. So do please come and join us. Okay, we're finding that peace within so we can send all that love out, because that's what makes the world go round. Okay, bye.